Here we go again. Snowstorms ahead. It's about 8:30-ish, 8:40. Wednesday, December, or rather January. I think it's the 17th or 18th. I think 17th, 2018. And I love the snow. I love the bleeping snow. You heard? I love the snow. Nobody's on a fucking road. Oh, nobody's on a bike road. All the holes are not on the road. Oh, a truck, heads up! He's going like 13 miles an hour, that brother. I'm not going that much faster. Speed limit here is 45. Normally do 50. I'm doing 38. I do have it in 4-wheel drive, but doesn't necessarily mean I should be doing 60 miles an hour because the roads are seriously slick. I think they plowed once, but they're waiting for the storm to end and do any salt, I believe. So, I knew this girl once. Her name was Josephine Spolunu Kakaka. She only had 3 arms and 4 toes. Now, what's the correlation between 3 arms and 4 toes? Well, 4 toes were on her 3rd arm. Now, she had no legs. So, you know, it was extremely hard for her to walk. So, when we had snow like this, it was great. Because you just get her 4 toes, curl them over so they're on the 4 toenails, and it'll be like a sled, like ice skates almost. And she would zip around town. She would put a big fan on her back, and it would just blow her around town. It was insane. It was insane. It was a gas-powered fan. She would strap to her back and to her neck. And sometimes she suffocated a little bit from the fumes and from being strapped around her neck. But, you know, we revived her, and everything's all good. So anyway, this Josephine van Sloevla van Flonflon, one time, it was a really bad snowstorm, and she was zipping around town, zippity-doo-dah-day, like nobody's business. So Josephine Spolunu decided that, you know what, this is fun zipping around town, but I'm gonna do some like aerial work, some flips and ramps and stuff. So I built her a couple ramps, you know, a la, you know, skateboards. I built some rails and stuff. Boy, let me tell you, she goes over those ramps, on the snow ramps, and then she hits the rails with them friggin' with them toenails. You wouldn't. It's like she's in the middle of the air. She's like floating. Because all that's touching those rails is those little 4 toenails attached to her 3rd arm. Anyway, my fault, pretty much. I built the ramp, and it was at the end of my driveway, and it kind of went in. When she jumped the ramp, depending on her speed, she would clear a roadway, the main road. Well, one time, she was zipping down, and for whatever reason, she's dragging her 2nd arm, which, by the way, only had 1 finger and no toenails. So, she didn't quite clear the road on her jump. You know, like kind of like Evel Knievel in Snake River Canyon. You know, where he went about 3 feet and then parachuted. Well, unfortunately, Josephine Flu Fla Fling Fling didn't have a parachute. But what there was that truck we just passed up before, splat on the side of that truck. Poor Josephine, she was only 42 years old. The good news is that her toenails were 55, so they had a long life. Alright, I'm done. I think I should put my wipers on. What do you think? Hey, look at that. I can see. Sorta, kinda.